Hey everyone, recently I made this video right here about the top 5 trending t-shirt designs right now in 2025, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make one of those, and the one I'm going to show you how to make is the vintage postage stamp design, and these are some examples of them here. I'm going to show you how to use Creative Fabrica as well as Canva to make these, and this is going to be step by step, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So let's go to Creative Fabrica first, and I'll show you which one I used. All right, so here we are on Creative Fabrica. I'll do this one first. You can type in stamps here and find some things. I'm just going to show you that there are a lot of stamps, so you can pick any one of these. This is not the one that I did. The one that I did was I just typed in summer coastal clip art. You can see right there. Oops, it went away. Clip art. And then I was looking for coastal things because we know that's trending as well, but I found this one right here with a lot of coastal things. This one's kind of similar too. This one's in watercolor. But there's a lot of coastal things too that you can use for that other one that I talked about in the video about coastal groupings and things like that. So I'm gonna pick this one right here, and then you can see I can download it. I have access to Creative Fabrica, and it has 24 of them. We're not going to use all 24, but I'm going to bring these PNGs, they're all little PNGs, and I'm going to bring them into Affinity Designer, and I'll show you how I'll put them all together and make a design with it. All right, so here I am in Affinity Designer. You can see I already put it together, but I wanted to show you this first. So it comes in like this, the 24 PNGs right here, and you'll have it on your desktop, and all you have to do is just drag them into the artboard. Now I already have this one. It's this one right here, but I put them all in here, all 24, and I just decided to move these around and put them this way. So let me just show you. I'll do another artboard here without it, like that, and I'll do it with some of these. So all you do is bring it here, kind of make it smaller, come in here, make it smaller, and you can do whatever size you want, right? So if you want the star to be bigger, you can. Usually I would say the ones with more detail, make them bigger, and the ones with less detail, like the starfish, to make them smaller, just so things play out that way, and we can just put things in here like this. Now, if you want to do it really simple, you can just do 3 by 3 like this, and make it really easy. Let me bring in 3 more here, 2, 3, like that, and the easiest thing to do is to bring it in and just kind of size it down so that it's like a 3 by 3. Make sure that these are like the same size, and you don't have to think about like which one you want to make bigger and which one you want to make smaller, because they're all kind of going to be the same size. So let me make sure that that one's there. You can see some of them are taller than others and some of them are more square, but that's okay. I think they'll still fit. Well, no, sometimes they don't fit. Let's see. And you can start with that, just making sure they're all kind of fit in there. And you kind of get the idea. Just size them down or size them up. I try to make them match the width of the same width as the one below it, like this. But a lot of times they're not the same, so they're gonna have to stick out a little bit and so on. So I think that's fine that it's not exactly the same, and you can play around with like making one bigger and so on. I think that's totally okay. There you go. And you can see mine, I kind of went all wonky here. I did 4 rows and kind of lined it up this way, and then because they didn't, some of them were different heights, I kind of just moved them, just kind of centered them there. Or I could have moved these 3, and just moved them like that or like this. I think that would be cool. So have fun with it. Just put them in different orders. You can pick and choose. In this case, I picked these because I wanted to make sure that there's a bowl in there for Coquette, and I like these shells. I think the shells do really well. And then there's a shell as well, and then I just picked some different graphics that I think worked better with it. Now there's no reason why you couldn't use some of these, but I think these are like stronger graphics to me, Maybe these other ones are stronger graphics to you, whatever you think is the best one on here. I wish this crab had a little more detail like this shell, but that's okay. And some of those, they're kind of drawn in different styles, which is kind of weird for a pack like this wave. And this sun definitely is a different style than this pineapple, right? So I tried to keep it all more detailed instead of kind of the simple stuff that they had here. But yeah, that's how you do it. And once you're done, make sure your artboard is 4500 by 5400, which I got here. And it's transparent, so we go to layers, oh, and color right here, transparent background. And I can hit Command, Option, Shift, S, or export. And then make sure it's selection only. And it's gonna export this right here, and I just hit export. And I'm gonna call it whatever, Coastal Stamps, PNG, and save it. And that will be my design that I can bring into either Etsy or Printify or Amazon or any other pod site. So it'll work for all of those, and it turned out good. I think this looks just like some of the examples we saw on Etsy that are selling right now. Now next I want to show you how to do this in Canva if you don't have Creative Fabrica or you don't have Affinity Designer or something like it. So let's go to Canva right now and I'll show you how to find stamps there. Alright, so here I am on Canva. The first thing you want to do is start a new one. So I got create right here, and then I'd like to do custom size, and I like to do 4500 by 5400. So I'm going to click that, and it starts me on a new one right here. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is look for stamps. So you can just go to elements and then you can type in stamps and take a look at some of these cool ones right here. Now there's tons of stamps, but my suggestion would be to find stamps all in the same style. So one way you can do that is if you like click on this one and you can see magic recommendations, and usually it will give you a similar style, right? You see that? Pretty cool. Now, if it doesn't give you a similar style, one thing you can do is right click on these and hit info and then see who's it from. View more from Sketchify. A lot of times you can go here and then type in stamps. So this is just searching stamps within Sketchify, and then now you can see these all should be the same. Now let's try it with another one. I really like this style, by the way. I think that one would be cool. So I'm gonna go back and let's try another one. Let's say we like this style right here, more kitty looking, and you see view all, you don't see the stamps. Maybe there's not any stamps, but I'm gonna go info, this guy, and then type in stamps. And we're right, there's not any more stamps. So you might not want to use this. So you want to use a stamp one that has a bunch of other ones that are similar, because you want to keep it in the same style. So that's the hardest part, is to scroll down here and find one that you like. Now you could also do like fruit stamps. We know fruits are really popular, so let's do that. Fruit stamps, yes, cool. This one, all right, let's try our trick. We can do magic recommendations first. Now you can see they're all over the map. I like this one right here, but that's these two are different, but this one's also different. So you can see even when you do magic recommendations, it's different. So I'm gonna say this one's kind of really stylized. I'm gonna go info by this person, and then I type in stamps, and yes, they have a bunch of stamps. So I'm gonna get rid of these right here, and then I can do this. You can see they all have the number. They all kind of look like the same looking one. We have that one right there, the butterfly. We have this like this, and so on. So once you have all of these, you can do the same kinds of things that we did with the one from Creative Fabrica. You would just come in here and size it. Now again, the easiest way is to just do a 3x3 block. Let me show you what I did with these right here. So I did kind of a 3x3, but some of them were tall and some of them were wide. So just kind of mix them around. And this is just another stamp that I put on here just for fun, but you don't have to put that. So yeah, there you go. Different colors. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no reason why this should be here or this should be here. Like that could work too, right? It doesn't matter. But I was trying to move the colors around. So since I had these like that, I wanted to put the light color here and so on. So it just depends. I kind of like having it straight up and down, but you could also make it straight like this way straight. So the horizontal, make sure that that's straight. That's kind of hard to do with some of the tall stamps, but you could, you know, maybe see, it's kind of hard when you do that, but maybe this one is big enough to go straight there and so on. So you could just kind of play around with some of these, or maybe find a different one. Maybe you need another wide one here, or maybe this one goes here and that goes there. So I think the way we had it kind of worked. I did another one as well with another style. So you can see I kind of crossed it, so you don't actually have to go all the way down sometimes. Sometimes you can break it, and it's totally fine to break the lines. This one I had the two lines kind of vertical that way, but this one I kind of stopped here and this was in the middle. So you kind of want to keep the stamps around the same size, I think, and make sure that they're all the same style, design style. But other than that, I think there's no other rules. And you can put some other things on here, like maybe that's kind of a cool thing with these stamps, right? Because this is also a stamp kind of thing. So have fun with this. There's so many stamps here in Canva. You could literally do this all the time. And another thing you could do are these kind of weird, these kind of fruit stamps are kind of neat to do too. So you'll find these, and you can kind of just put these kind of all together and have a fun, like a collage where it's kind of putting it all together. And these aren't postage stamps, these are fruit stamps, but I think this can make a fun one as well, just having it all over the place and mixing and matching and make a design with it. You kind of want to fill kind of a square shape, so you might want to put one more here. I'm trying to find some random shapes here. This one's a nice random shape. I think that can give some good interest. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, we're kind of limited. So do we have this one? Yeah, blueberry right here. There we go. And then we can move that to the top if we want. Oh, I'm in the way here. Layer, bring to front. Boom. Isn't that cool? This could be a fun one. And don't forget, you can turn these too. So right here. So if you don't want them straight, you can just turn these around, have fun, turn this that way or this way, you know, give it some interest. I think this could be a fun one, and then center it. And the same thing you would do here is you would also export. So let's say I want this one. I'll just come in here, share. I would download PNGs. Now all of these will be PNGs. Make sure it's 4500 by 5400. Hopefully you have the pro version where you remove the background, transparent background. But if not, then you'll have to download it and then remove the background in like Photopea or whatever, and then hit download. And then these will all be different PNGs. Each one of these will be a PNG. That one will be a PNG. That one will be a PNG, and so on. And that one. So make sure all of them are done. Otherwise you'll get a PNG that is not working. So hopefully those tips will help you get some really nice designs out with these stamps. I think this is one of those designs that really stand out because they have lots of different graphics, and so people are looking at it for a long time and staring at it, trying to figure out what all the things are. And so it's a really fun one, and it's trending right now on Etsy too. So take a look at these. Have some fun with all the different kinds of stamps that you can find either on Creative Fabrica or on Canva. So there you go, a full tutorial on how to do the vintage stamp design. You can do it in whatever way you want. Let me know in the comments if you like this one and how yours turned out. I'd love to see it if you want to share. And if you haven't seen that trending video that I talked about earlier, that's this one right here, where I talk about the 5 top trends in 2025. I found these on Etsy. You can see examples of what each of these are. You can watch that right now and click on there. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.